Ooh. So y'all know y'all live with Snapchat. And look, y'all know I got something to talk to y'all about. Well, let me show y'all this digital war. Now, this is my daughter page right here on YouTube, right? I don't own the rights to this YouTube content, but when I say a digital war going on, family, this is what I mean when I say a digital war. You see this right here? Hold on. Here they go being stupid. When I say a digital war, right? Now, see how I cut my computer off, right? Now, when I say a digital war going on, that's them tampering into your devices, right? That's them tampering into your device, right? Like they did that. And if you will see, at the beginning of this, some of the clips that was up there, right, on YouTube. Now, that's my daughter page. Now, anytime they have cartoons to that extreme, right, and this is what they passing as a digital war, I got to show y'all this. Because when we talk about them being on a digital war, that is really these people out here on these earbuds, right? Coding in these clothes. And now I'm putting my password in, it's not working, right? Now why would my pass not word not be working, right? If I just had it open. Right? Now I got to go through all this to get a password to work. Now this is what I'm talking about when we're talking about being in a digital war family. When you're inside a digital war, right? Now, when I log into my daughter's YouTube channel, now it's telling me I don't have no connect. Now, you see when I go to the Wi-Fi, you see this right here? See this right here? Now, you see how they're trying to take out the screen, right? Right, and that's them playing in your background through these connects. And when you click on this right here, this is your Bluetooth, right? Now, you see how my Bluetooth, this thing coming up, right? And then when I click back out of here, right, it says no devices found, right? It has no Wi-Fi. It took the Wi-Fi off, right? See how they go in the back of your screen and take the Wi-Fi buttons off, right? And then it comes here with them smiling in the background, right? And then it has all three of her accounts right here for her emails, right? Now, when we say digital war, right, that's them in the background on your computer. When you go to your network settings in your computer, you will see them in your background. That's why I showed you the video at the beginning, right? That's them inside your computer messing with your stuff, right? Through apps in the background. Now see it says not connected, right? See how they took the Wi-Fi off here and want you to go through all that to reset the Wi-Fi, right? Because they what they do is they delete the install for it on your computer, right? But it's a way you can get it back up here. Just restart. Just hit restart. You just power this off and restart it. But the reason why they did that right then is because at the beginning they had all those cartoons on the screen on my daughter's YouTube, right? Telling her different stuff on the internet through her page, creating war and tormenting her online, right? That's called cyberbullying, right? And that's why you see all these people with them earphones in their ear, right? You see the kids acting weird, doing crazy stuff, and that's because they're being controlled by somebody on the internet. Now, today I was out and about uptown ECU, and you know it's time for elections of the mayors. Now, why would a mayor come up to me, right, introduce himself, And I ask him a simple question. What is your proposal? Your budget, right? Your exit strategy and how you plan on paying it back, right? Oh, I don't know. I don't have one. I just plan on helping people. As a professional running for mayor in your district, you already in a district where you have a high rate, right, with the college kids, right? So now you're telling these kids that you don't have a plan and for their safety, and that's your job. You don't have a housing or job plan for them because they're in your area and that's what they need to stay self-sufficient to be able to pay this money back that you need when you go down here and ask for it, right, for these programs. And you don't have any of that to explain to me on why I should go out and say, hey, go vote for this guy. He's running for mayor. Go vote for this woman. She's running for mayor. When you can't even tell me what your plan is or what your solution is to the problem. You can't tell me what the problems is in your area and how you plan on solving. Sounds like you just want to run for a title and money off the taxpayer back, right? Now go uptown, right? Order me some chicken, and the chicken is damn near raw, and it's in a cut coated, right, with the brewery where they running gay clubs. It's an AIDS brothel, right? And that's what the local people got a problem with is when you run the AIDS brothels, right? You done knock down all our stuff and started running rainbow brothels, AIDS brothels all through the city. And that's why the mayor is asking for more breweries because you can run your drugs through it, right? You can run the stones and diamonds that you're digging up downtown with through it, right? And all of it right there is at the bus station. All of it is right there with the police. All of it is y'all contracting y'all sales through the city, right? Because none of you are local who is in these offices right now. None of you is local who's in these police departments right now. And we have questions. Now, you clearly see that I have a concern as a citizen, but you have no solutions to my concerns, but you need me to vote for it. You need me to get you an office so you can go ask for some money, right? You need me to get you an office so you have a way to pay your bills, right? Off me and my taxes. But you can't give me any solutions for my community, and that's what you're running for. Because the difference between me and them is I know your job, your duties, and your responsibility as the mayor. I know what you begging for this money for, right? But when you can't give me a solution to the problems that's going on in this city, and you're trying to act as if there's no problem in the city when the local people tell you, baby, it's a problem in the city. The people in your district is out of control because they're non-American. You don't want to hear that because they're non-American and you are non-American controlling this district that's non-American in America. And that's why you don't have any solutions, right? Because it's not going to be a problem if you came over here as a terrorist, right? To run as a office, right? With your people from wherever y'all from, because we don't know now. I mean, they brought over 1 million people through this college and started running for positions outside. All of them went to high school here through an inter-exchange program who never went home off those schools and work visas. We know this. This is their families they went back across that water and bought over here. And that's why he can't give me no solutions for what the problem that the local people is having, right? And this is why the ICE agents drop down. This is why the veterans come outside, right? To see what Coletta's talking about. Now, we went and purchased me a limo, y'all, to drive around, right? Because they done tore up my car. So I went and purchased me a limo, put a down payment on it. The feds got that under watch. And the reason why the feds probably got that under watch is the same way they watching them tap this vehicle for the diamonds in the windows. Probably diamonds in those windows too or something running through that, right? Because they done shut down all their car lots that they were running. So what they got going on in the car lots down here, right? Where they tearing up my vehicle, circling vehicles around me, right? From Doug Henry, which is Doug, right? Booming with booming, right? tear my car, right? I guess they went to the car lot and tried to tear that car because it was dents on that car that wasn't up there when I put the payment down on it. Now the feds done flagged it. And like I told baby, you got more to lose than collateral right now, especially when y'all outside to this extreme, right? Busting people windows out the cars because y'all got diamonds in them, running them through these car lots that y'all tearing people cars up with, put the cars back on the car lot, right? People that ain't American running the car lots, right? Because they from Germany running the car lots here in Greenville, where you got all these people on the road trying to ambush us on the road, right? With these marked cars, dealership tags, 30-day tags, right? Different tags coding each other, hairs coding each other, right? Clothes coding each other. Now they in the cartoons with the kids coding each other with the kids. And that's why I keep saying, what good is it for these kids to keep carrying they tail to school and we paying for it with our tax dollars? Why is we running a big daycare center for war? Because it makes no sense that we got to pay for a police to be at the school with your children because your child out of control watching you do it at home. Why shouldn't America say, baby, keep and teach your own kids? They y'all's. We're not getting ready to invest into these school systems no more because they terrorist cells. Only thing your children is doing is going into the school system messing with our children. Why should our children not be educated in what we need to educate them in, right? And your kids is getting the education and now they're outside not doing nothing with the education. Why would all y'all to continue to go through our school system where you separate yourselves in the classroom? You learn one thing with this class that you didn't teach the next class and it's still supposed to be the same subject. And that's why me and my friends didn't have class together. Because they was in one class learning war, and I was in one class learning how to stay an American, build America, and use what resources I have outside. So if you got people that's in your face, smiling in your face, right? That's why I had conversations about knowing why a person is in your face, because we don't have no friends in America. They're trained to smile in your face, right? But take what they can take. It's called a slow burn. Come and keep begging you for stuff, and get an attitude, right? When you ask them for something or you tell them no, they got an attitude with you. They don't like you no more because you told them no, they couldn't get what they want from. Right? Like I said, they look like us, act like us, dress like us, but that's because they copying us to replace us. Right? That's them copying the Americans, right? To replace the Americans, right? And that's why it doesn't make sense, right? That you walk around the city and you don't see no locals because they're all locked up on fair time. And if ICE do a investigation, right, it'll see that in Greenville, all these are terrorist cells running the money out of America, right? And this is why the debt isn't getting paid off because they're on the credit card system, tap and go. Off dead people credit cards at that. They're working into these cell phone companies and your cable company to get your credit card or your bank information because you call them places and give it to them. So when we're in a digital war, it's just like when I go to my YouTube, right? I started seeing all these psychics and stuff talking all this war talk, right? But then as soon as I started coming out, boy, they don't want to talk about that no more. Now they want to go against the people who is here to stop them from trying to steal or start war with America. And that's why I had to remind them, baby, if you out here, you're disrespecting the American flag for one. And then you disrespecting the people that you need to protect you, it's a problem. Especially when y'all out here acting like y'all ain't at war and we see that y'all all Africans and Jamaicans outside, especially in my neighborhood. Especially when I ain't seen that woman like me that can walk around with her hair out. I ain't got to walk around covered up with no earrings in my ear or none of that. Right? But y'all, let me show y'all what I found today at City Trend. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one. I had to go shop and ain't got no clothes. Boy, look at my hat, boy. Hey, cousin, do I got some diamonds or do I got that diamond in the back? Sunroof top, digging the scene with the gangster lean. I don't own that man music, but I had to get that gangster lean in there, boy. Y'all look at what I found at the Dollar Tree. I been see the trend, boy. Look at that bling right there. I mean, I got rainbows in here too, y'all. I ain't gonna show you the cross that I got in it, cause that'll make your feelings hurt if I show you the cross. That'll be doing too much. But I told y'all went and got me a limo, right? So I went and found that hat. That was a perfect hat for that limo. I got another one, boy. Here come my other limo hat, boy. Pow, boy. Look, this is my other limo hat, right? This for my limo. I want to be your chauffeur, baby. Where you need me to take you at? Need a ride? Call Clyde. Right. Clyde has arrived. Are you ready for that glide? Let's slide, Clyde. I'm working on my promotion. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, boy. Y'all like that disco, boy? That's that disco flavor, boy. It matched that ringtone. Ring, ring, wrong. Ring, 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 wrong. Hey, I love y'all. I got to go. I got to go because it's been too long already, boy. But I had to show y'all my hat I found. At the trends, man. Boy, y'all got to go to the trend, boy. We got diamonds and everything up in there for the low. I mean, boy, when you get a shine like that on the hat, you better tell them, sit on. I had to do my rake right there. But that's that rake. See what I'm saying, son? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright.